open on energetic music, a dimly lit lounge set, and the host looking straight into the camera. All right, picture this. You're out with a woman you really like. The conversation's flowing, there's laughter, a little bit of lingering eye contact, and then silence. A beat. In that pause, you're probably wondering, is she just having fun, or does she actually want things to go further tonight? Do you make a move, or do you risk completely misreading the moment? Today we're going deep into the psychology and subtle behavior that give away the answer. I'm about to break down the 6 signs of a woman who truly wants to sleep with you. The real cues that most guys completely miss, straight from relationship coaches, psychologists, and real-life experiences. If you've ever found yourself second-guessing a situation or overthinking a woman's intentions, this might just clear things up for you forever. I'm not talking about guessing games or wishful thinking. Respect, consent, and reading the room matter as much as the signs themselves. Let's kick off with a simple truth. Women rarely use words to directly suggest, "Hey, let's go to bed." Instead, they lean heavily on communication that's subtle, suggestive, even covert. So let's train your radar and turn you from clueless to confident. Here's what to look for. Sign 1. She initiates and enjoys physical touch. This is the classic signal, but one so easily misunderstood or totally overlooked. When a woman is interested in sleeping with you, she doesn't just accept your touch. She initiates it herself and seems to genuinely enjoy it. Think about the context. You tell a joke. She laughs, and her hand lingers on your forearm, maybe even with a light squeeze. Or maybe you're sitting close, and she rests her hand on your chest, gives a little caress, or finds reasons to touch your knee or thigh during conversation. But here's the real kicker. Not all touch is created equal. Is there a playful, teasing vibe, or something intimate in the way she closes the distance? If her touch is lingering, gentle, or clearly for her own enjoyment, not just yours, it's usually because she's sending a very direct message. Importantly, if she reacts positively when you escalate gently, like moving from touching her arm to her waist, she leans in instead of away, looks you in the eye, maybe even giggles, that's a strong green light. But remember, if she pulls away or looks uncomfortable at any point, respect her boundary instantly and back off. Enthusiastic consent is the name of the game. Sign 2. She drops sexual or flirty hints in conversation. Here's what trips most guys up. What women say. A woman rarely says outright, "I want you tonight." Instead, she'll pepper the conversation with sly or cheeky remarks. Ever heard that classic line, "Are you always this charming?" Or, "I bet you're trouble," with a sly smile? Or maybe she asks, "Do you live nearby?" She wants to see if you'll catch on to her flirting and if you'll respond in kind. Sometimes it's even more direct, teasing you about being innocent, or joking about sleeping alone tonight, asking who you go home to, or wondering aloud what you're like behind closed doors. If she makes a joke about your bed, your sheets, or how late you stay up, stop and pay attention. These are her version of a proposition, delivered in a way that keeps her safe from embarrassment if you don't reciprocate. If you notice she's opening the door to sexy talk, mirroring that interest back shows you're on the same wavelength. Sign 3. She's genuinely receptive to your escalation. Consent isn't just about what she says, it's also about how she responds to your progression. If you slowly increase your flirtation, touch, or intimacy, how does she react? A woman who wants to sleep with you typically meets your escalation with her own. If you rest your hand on her leg, she places hers on top of yours, or leaves it there. Receptiveness also shows up physically. She mirrors your posture, leans in, naturally faces you, and stays close, almost subconsciously closing the physical gap between you. If you're talking, watch how she orients her body. Does she angle her torso, knees, and feet towards you? That's body language for, I want to be closer. Remember, reciprocation is key. Every step you take closer, emotionally, physically, verbally, should be matched or welcomed by her. If you sense resistance, awkwardness, or a sudden change in her vibe, pause. It either means the moment isn't right, or she wants to slow things down. Don't push. Respect is attractive. Sign 4. She makes excuses to be alone with you or extend the night. When a woman wants more, she'll find reasons that give you the opportunity. This can be one of the most obvious yet overlooked signs. Also, if you're ready to fast-track your success, check out my new course in the description or comments for exclusive strategies. Or, she wants to see your place, pretending interest in your movie collection, your new apartment, or the view from your balcony. Maybe she's not ready for the night to end. So, what should we do now? Or, do you have anything fun to watch at your place? Let's get real. If she's volunteering to keep the night going, it's because she wants more intimacy and is giving you the green light to make something happen. Sometimes women use plausible excuses just so the invitation feels casual and low pressure for both of you. Still, it's your role to lead with respect. Don't pressure, but don't be oblivious either. If she's making it easy for you to take things somewhere private, she is very likely interested in seeing where it goes. Sign 5. She's open and playful about sexuality. Jokes, innuendo, and suggestive comments. These are major clues. A woman who feels comfortable exploring sexuality with you in conversation is often considering it for real. Or she hints at fantasies, talks about things she's thought of trying, or encourages playfully risque topics. Sometimes she'll test your reaction by saying things like, "Do you think I'm really that innocent? Why does this matter?" Because women are socially trained not to appear too easy. But if she breaks that pattern with you, playfully pushing into sexy territory, she's communicating desire in a way that feels safe and fun. Respond to her with playfulness and confidence. Remember, if she tests you with, "Do you think I'm shy?" or "Would you take advantage of me if I let my guard down?" replying with a flirtatious quip keeps the momentum going. Don't act shocked or judgmental. You win points for showing you're comfortable with her sexual side. Sign 6. Her body language screams attraction. Finally, we come to the most primal, least conscious signals. Her body language. Lip biting, licking, or her tongue brushing her teeth while looking at you. These are universal cues of attraction and desire. Preening or fidgeting in a girly way. Adjusting her hair, playing with jewelry, subtly fixing her clothes to look more inviting. Sitting so close that there's no real personal space between you, especially in public. Mirroring your gestures, posture, or energy level, often unconsciously. A sign she's deeply tuned into you. Some women become more flirtatiously animated, leaning in, speaking softly, dropping their voice, even laughing more at your jokes. Others might go the opposite way, suddenly nervous, giggling, or blushing. Different personalities manifest it in unique ways, but if her body is pointing toward you, and she's making herself more physically available, it's a powerful indicator that the interest isn't just in your conversation. Let's get real about the psychology behind these signs for a second. Most women want to be pursued, but they'll give you very clear openings when they're interested, as long as you're tuned into the right frequency. If you've ever wondered why you missed the boat, you're not alone. Even the most confident guys have stories about a woman practically waving a green flag, and somehow, through nerves or obliviousness, they didn't act on it. Reading between the lines, and, in this case, between the touches, the jokes, the body language, is a skill you can develop. It's about understanding what enthusiastic consent looks like in real time and matching her vibe with confidence and respect. All right, as we start to wrap up, let's clarify a few important points so you don't sabotage yourself. First, these are signs, not guarantees. Even if a woman is sending every positive cue in the world, it's still essential to continue getting buy-in at every stage. Always prioritize safety for both of you. If you're not sure, err on the side of caution and wait for a moment of unambiguous consent. Lastly, playfulness and fun are your friends. Women want sex to feel natural, exciting, and mutual, not like a business transaction. If you read her signals right, the atmosphere should feel electric, not forced. So, the next time you find yourself on a date, in a bar, or just hanging out with someone you're attracted to, watch for these signs. She initiates touch, gets flirty or suggestive in conversation, enthusiastically responds to your escalation, finds ways to be alone with you, gets playful about sex, and, above all, her body language is all in. If you're seeing several of these at once, chances are the green light is glowing bright. Remember, real confidence isn't about being aggressive. It's about reading the moment, responding warmly, and always respecting her pace. Thanks for watching. If you want to get the results you wish for fast, then check my limited time offer on my new course, which will skyrocket your success in dating. Click the link right now down below in the description or in the comments and grab this opportunity. See you in there.